Hi, I'm Eva Montalvo with Nourish Yoga and Wellness. I wanted to share a few simple breathing techniques that I use throughout my day, and it can do everything from helping me get started in the day with a sense of purpose to managing anxiety or depression, depending on the intention that you have. So if you'd like to join me, just find a comfortable seated position. It's a little better if you can sit up somewhere, but if not, just find anything, and you can even recline on the ground or in your bed. Take a moment to settle in, maybe just moving around a little bit and noticing what's speaking to you today. There's certain parts of the body, physical sensations, or even just checking in with how you feel emotionally. And then gently closing your eyes or casting your gaze downward, just take a minute or a few breaths simply to acknowledge whatever's going on with you today. And just observe what's happening. Where are your thoughts drawn? And what parts of your body may be actually asking for a little more love today? So taking a little bit of time to center and just acknowledge whatever is happening in the moment. Gently open the eyes. We'll come through a few breathing techniques I really like to work on with anybody who has respiratory issues. So, for example, with COPD or just having problems breathing from a cold, anything like that. So imagine that you are holding a flower, your favorite flower, and you're just going to sniff it. And then imagine you're holding a candle and you're just going to flicker the flame. Very softly. Try that a couple more times. Inhaling. And then make that exhale last longer than the inhale. So try that again. Inhale. And then flicker that flame of the candle. Lowering your hand if you want and taking two more. And then just coming back to a natural breath, pausing and noticing how that made you feel. That's really helpful to start to calm the nervous system and to also find some capacity in your lungs wherever you are. Next version is bringing our hands to our low belly and then just noticing with your next inhale, can you start to feel the belly move away from you? And if you don't, just imagine it. Exhale, feel the belly pull back in. And again, inhale. Belly expands. And exhale, pull it back in. Good. And come back to a natural breath. We're going to come back to that same belly breath, but first moving into the ribs. So if you want, take your hands up a little higher toward your rib cage. And then with your next inhale, feel the belly expand. And then see if you can feel the ribs separating or pressing out into your hands. And then exhaling, ribs come together, belly pulls back in. Two more times, inhaling, belly into ribs, and exhaling, ribs to belly. Releasing your hands and then just coming back to a natural breath. Throughout all of these breathing exercises, anytime the breathing exercise becomes very uncomfortable or makes you anxious, know that you can always come back to natural. And then continuing with that idea of the breath moving through the entire diaphragm, not just into our chest, we're going to bring one hand to the low belly and one hand to the chest. Good. Even if you're not bringing your hands up, just imagine those areas. And then with your inhale, now we're going to see if we can inhale into the belly, Feel the ribs expand front to back. And now the chest rises up. Keep the shoulders relaxed. And then when you exhale, reverse that. Chest, ribs, belly. Take 2 more just like that. At your own pace, find that wave of your breath. And then coming back to a natural breath and letting that go. Even if you don't feel that particular rhythm or wave pattern, it's okay just to visualize the breath moving all the way up through, from the bottom up through the diaphragm and up and then back out again. Anytime we give our attention to our breath, it starts to let our attention turn inwards, and usually is a calming mechanism, way to activate our parasympathetic nervous system. All right, let's take a slow count now. So closing your eyes and maybe finding that wave of the breath, or maybe just coming to a natural breath but trying to extend it. See if you can inhale, counting to 1, 2, 3, and then exhale, 3, 2, 1. Use the entire count. Good. Again, inhaling to 3, exhaling, same count. The next few breaths, if you can, go a little further. Maybe you go to 4 or 5. And make the exhale last as long as the inhale. Inhaling, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take 2 more at your own pace. And then just let yourself come back to that natural breath again and let it go. If possible, take that natural breath, or take that long, slow breath, and see if you can make the inhale a little shorter than the exhale. So instead, the exhale lasts longer. So inhaling to maybe the count of 3, 4, or 5, and then exhaling to a little bit longer. So give that a try, 3 more breaths. So maybe you're inhaling to 4 and exhaling to 6, and I'm not going to count for you, but go ahead and take a few breaths here. Inhaling. And then follow your exhale, slow it down and completely empty out. Take 2 more. Come back to a natural breath. Beautiful. Then my very favorite one is a cleansing breath, which is a nice big inhale through the nose and an exhale with a big sigh. Sometimes it feels good to do it with the shoulders too. So inhaling up and then big sigh. Let the shoulders roll down and back. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Exhale, release. Good. And just pausing. Noticing how this simple few breathing techniques may have changed how you feel today. You can do any or all of the ones that we've done today, and maybe you just pick the one that you like the best and move on with your day. It often helps to just pause for a moment and check in, maybe closing your eyes and just noticing how that made you feel. Being grateful that our breaths will continue no matter what happens. But if we give special attention, we can start to change our attitude, change how our body reacts. Thank you for joining me this morning. Namaste.